Hey guys, what's up? It's Brian, Andrew, and Marty here at PSX 2016, where dozens, hundreds, if not tens of thousands of video games are playable. But we're going to round down the 3 that we love the most. Starting with you, Marty. What'd you play that you found was the best one out there?
There were a lot of really good ones. I think I'm going to have to go with What Remains of Edith Finch, which is the second game by Giant Sparrow, who did The Unfinished Swan. This is a first-person, non-combat walkabout game. Crazy that I like one of those things.
Yeah.
This thing is a series of vignettes set in this house that generations of this family have lived in, and every time a member dies, because the family's kind of cursed, they cordon off the room, and the room's sort of kept as a museum. But you enter these rooms, you're exploring the house, and then you get a vignette about how that person died. But the vignettes are all in magical realism. And so we found the room of this, a set of twins, and one of them who was obsessed with being an astronaut. He was like 7 years old, and he's on a swing set. And I had to play this first-person thing where I was on a swing set, continually going higher and higher. And Brian and I are playing it next to each other. I'm like, I'm literally controlling this 7-year-old to his death.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and you know what he did?
He died.
He died.
He flew off of the swing. He did a full 360 on a swing, which you should never, ever do if you're watching at home on a swing. And he landed in the water and he died.
Yeah.
But why hasn't this family moved out of this house?
But the game is like entrenched in magical realism. Think Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I'm super stoked. It's one of the best. One of the things I'm looking forward to most in 2017.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks,
Andrew.
Hey. oh, I have a mic. What's up?
What about you? What'd you play?
So another weird exploration indie type game. I played this game called Vane. It's from Friend and Foe Games, and they actually a lot of artists from The Last Guardian is the art director in this game. Some folks from Gorilla. And what we played was super abstract. You play as a bird. You only have 3 inputs. You can go faster or slower, or you can caw.
Caw?
Do a good caw out to your friend. That's exactly.
There's a caw button?
It's better than that, but there is a caw button.
It's better than that.
But you fly around. It was like super. They didn't want to say anything about story. So what we played was you're flying over this desert. There's no waypoints, no HUD of any kind, and you see these glimmers in the distance. And if you follow them, they're basically a trail of breadcrumbs that leads you to this cavern that's filled with gold. And when you go into the gold, your bird gets all distorted, and then it cuts to a cutscene, and then you're a man, and you're in a hurricane.
A bird man.
And you're going through a bird man.
Does the man have a caw button?
No, the man has a walk button.
Okay.
And you're in this like beautiful like hurricane. The world around you is falling apart. Buildings are collapsing, and that was where it ended. But it was just so pretty, and it was like so contemplative, and like in the madness of the show floor, it was just a really cool, calming, like beautiful game. And so I'm very excited to learn more.
That sounds awesome, Andrew. It also sounds like you imagined that entire experience.
Yeah. Also, I took so many drugs that morning.
My game of the show is probably Star Wars Battlefront VR. It's made by DICE. They've done some of the craziest stuff in the past, but it's really awesome to see what they're working on now. They basically made this Rogue One tie-in. It's like 30 minutes long. It lets you control an X-Wing, go into space. You start shooting asteroids, then you go into hyperspace, and get up in a huge battle with a bunch of TIE fighters. Alan Tudyk did VO for it, which is really awesome because he got to play K2SO, who's the droid he plays in Rogue One. And it's basically this rescue mission. We end up going through a lot of sort of familiar type of scenarios that you would get watching a Star Wars movie about dogfights and combat. And the way it ended made me kind of want, like, to play Star Wars in VR forever. Like, I don't know if I want to just play Battlefront without it being in VR, because that's the way to go. And it's free. That's the best part. If you own the game already, it's out free this week. It's about 25 minutes long. Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's from Criterion, who knows vehicles better than anybody. And so it just feels so good to control X-Wing. Like, it feels real.
Now, obviously, those are just 3 of the tens of millions of video games available here. Okay. Here at PSX, we've done videos on lots more, gameplay, interviews, everything we've covered here. So thank you so much for rocking with us right here at PSX. From Brian, Marty, and Andrew, Beyond.
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 There we go.
No, we're not doing that. Get out
Stop
of here.
that. Stop that.
Stop it. Stop it. I licked it.